Welcome to the No Spin News, Tuesday, November 26, 2024. Stand up for your country. Well, fascinating 3 weeks since we voted for President of the United States. Not only did Donald Trump win, as everybody in the world knows, but the progressive movement lost big. And tonight, we're going to tell you exactly why that happened. I don't think a lot of Americans understand the historical significance of the progressive meltdown and how it's going to affect your life personally. It will. And that is the subject of this evening's Talking Points memo. So let's start with the Democratic Party. Not all progressive, but a lot of it. Certainly the moderate Democrats are afraid of the progressives. Nancy Pelosi invoked fear in every Democrat in Congress, everyone. Because what Ms. Pelosi would do as Speaker of the House would say, look, you better vote the way I tell you to vote, or we're not going to give you a dime to run for re-election. Remember, Congress people run every 2 years. And not only that, if you're obnoxious, we'll primary you. We'll fund an opponent and knock you out of the game entirely. So they're the Democrats, okay. And that's how the progressive movement rose in power. Pelosi was the driver. But now she's 84 years old at the end of the line, and no longer will she be doing things like that. So looking ahead, on February 1st at the National Harbor in Maryland, the Democratic National Committee will be hosting a vote. All right, February 1st. The vote is who is going to be the next chairman of the DNC. I bet you don't know who the chairman is now. The guy's name is Jamie Harrison. All right, he's been in that chair for 4 years. Stays behind the scenes largely, not a factor for the public, but he is powerful as he doles out money and makes calls about who's going to run, things like that. The Democratic Party does not have a leader at this point. It is at its weakest level since 1984, Ronald Reagan's reelection. You remember that? Reagan just wiped out Walter Mondale. And the Democratic Party is in total disarray until Bill Clinton in 88 come on the scene. Not 88, 92 came on the scene. So Bush the elder won. He was VP under Reagan. He won 4 years, and then Clinton beat him. We are in the exact same circumstance in America right now. The Democratic Party is totally collapsed. Isn't that interesting? I mean, a month ago, they were haughty. They were arrogant. Yeah, we're going to get this, we're going to do that. And now they're nowhere. That's a pretty stunning turnaround. Now, we need two vibrant parties in this country. Even if you hate the Democrats, we need them. And we need another party. It'd be much better if we had three. But it'd take, I don't know, $10 billion to set up another party apparatus in America, in all 50 states. $10 billion. That's just a setup cost. So it's not going to happen anytime soon. So we need the Democratic Party to come back to sanity. And why do we need that? Because if you look at the arc of history, and I write, this is what confronting the presidents is all about. We've had bad presidents on both sides. And when you get one, a bad Republican, then you need the Democratic Party to be at least something to consider, and vice versa. All right? It's just, in order for democracy to flourish and to protect we the people, which is the government's main job, you've got to have that robust debate on how to do it. Anyway, who should lead the Democratic Party? I know a lot of you go, I don't care. I do, I care. There's one guy who could do it. One in the entire country. And his name is Joe Manchin, West Virginia senator. He's out of there in early January 3rd. Bye to Joe. And Joe, fair, smart, despises the progressives. he should be the new head of the DNC. Now, I have no idea if that's even possible. But if it were me and I was trying to get that party back on its feet, I would go to Manchin. In order to do that, though, you have to blow up all the progressives. And we're talking George Soros. We're talking Hollywood. We're talking media. We're talking AOC and the squad. You got to blow them all up. Bernie Sanders, Elizabeth Warren, all the socialist communists, they got to go. Because Americans don't want them any longer. And let me prove this to you. So Donald Trump won the popular vote. Exceedingly hard to do with California, New York, and Illinois, the three largest cities in the country, New York City, Chicago, and LA, ardent Democrats. So you're way behind in the popular vote. You got Texas and Florida. Okay, they're red. But you're way behind. New York City metro area, 16 million people here. Los Angeles County, the largest county in the country. Ardent Democrats. Can't blow them out of there. I think that there'll be disasters in both places. Chicago's already a disaster. And that might change history, but we don't know. But other than that, Trump was just swept across the country. And this is majority, and voters were voting for Donald Trump. It was better under his administration 4 years ago than now. Everybody knows that. Some people won't admit it, but you got to know it. But here is what the voters were objecting to. Here is the list of progressive tenets that were rejected 3 weeks ago. Ready? Race and gender preferences. That is, you get into a school or you get a job because of your skin color or your gender. Language police. So you can't say Orientals. I don't even know what's wrong with that. But if you say it, you're condemned. No punishment for criminals, one of the worst. Destroys inner cities all over the country. Open borders, we all know. The catastrophe that has led to. Attacks on the Supreme Court. Progressives just want to blow the whole thing up. Transgender sports competition may seem like a small item, but it isn't. If you have any common sense, you know biological males should not be competing against females in sports or anything else. It's ridiculous. Anti-Semitism, we saw that. Wealth tax, seizure of private property. Cancel culture. We don't like you, we'll try to get you and take you off the floor. Welfare state, on, never ends under the progressives. Never ends. Government-run health care. Go up to Canada and see if you want to get a knee operation. Okay? Then you come back and report. All right, so let's go over them. Race and gender preferences is so anti our Constitution, it's not even in the same. And there are schools like Boston College. I'm using them because I have a personal knowledge of this. We just simply reject qualified students because they're not the right color. I mean, it's awful. And the Ivies have been sued. Big action against Harvard and Asians. On. It's just horrible. Takes place in corporations all the time. All the time. Okay, that's number one. Language police. So Washington Redskins. I researched it. It goes way back. There's no malice in that name, but it's gone. I understand Redskin. I got it. Cleveland Indians, I don't understand. Okay, but that's what I'm talking about. No punishment for criminals. Every single day here in New York City, every day, there are horrendous violence. And people have got 40 arrests, 50 arrests. Judges don't care. Let them right out. That is so dangerous. Open borders. 14 million foreign nationals unattended in this country. 14 million? Come on. That's why Biden is the second worst president ever. That is the worst public policy I have ever seen on any president, opening that border. For what? Okay, next one. tax on the Supreme Court. 9 justices aren't. No, we want 18. No, 22. No, we want 30. You know? And we want them all liberal. No, that's what we want. So just blast it out. Makes it easy for a dictator to run the country then. Very easy. Transgender, we went over. That's ridiculous. Anti-Semitism. You saw it, all those demonstrations. You haven't seen many demonstrations this year because a lot of those schools have cracked down on those. They're throwing those kids out. Good. Wealth tax. That's communism. All right, so what I have in my home, in my garage, wherever I bought with post-tax dollars. I already paid my taxes, so I have money left over, so I bought stuff. You have no right to come in and tax that stuff. It violates every form of capitalism and our constitutional freedom from government interference in our private affairs. That's communism. That's what that is. Private property seizure. It's a hallmark of the progressives. A hallmark. Desperately want that so they can redistribute that. All right? Cancel culture. I mean, I know literally hundreds of people whose lives are destroyed by false accusations. There's the name of an actress, I have it, and I'm not going to say it because it's just not right, who is promoting this cancel culture. You'd know her name, but I can't. Maybe someday, but I can't now. But there are 1,000 of those people, maybe 10,000. They parade around wanting to cancel people. Welfare state. Kamala Harris, that was all we heard from her, other than she was a middle-class person. Was, I'll give you this, I'll give you that. No, giving you this, giving you that, giving you that. $36 trillion debt. Didn't matter. Didn't matter. I'm going to give it to you, give it to you, give it to you. There's no work requirement for welfare. Clinton signed the bill. You want welfare? You got to look for a job. Fair? Yeah. That was a Democratic bill. Joe Biden supported that. Not now. Oh, no. Welfare state. Create this army of people who are not going to work. Maybe they're addicted. Maybe they're lazy. I don't know. Give me. Finally, government-run healthcare. Okay. Canada, go over to Britain. Go look at it. Wait times. That takes away all your freedom. They choose your doctor. All right, some concierge doctor is not going to be in the government-run system, and you'll pay 5 times because the government-run system will be so chaotic in a nation of 350 million people. You think the government can run healthcare? Come on. They can't even control the airline industry. All right, so all of those progressive tenets were rejected 3 weeks ago. All of them, because that's what Kamala Harris stood for. And tomorrow, Thursday, I should say, when I'm chowing down and say the prayer at the table before the meal, that's what I'm thankful for. That's number one. Not for my personal success, not for health, that the country was saved by we the people 3 weeks ago. You know, I've been everywhere, 86 countries. You want to live in Sweden, go over there. You know, spend a month in Stockholm and see if you like it. See if you want that system. All right? Bernie Sanders, we're Democratic Socialist, the European. Just go over and look at what they got. The progressive stranglehold on the Democratic Party remains, even though all of these things were rejected, because the moderates are still too weak to overtake them. That's why Manchin would be one of the guys who could do this. The progressive stranglehold is based on 3 things: money, George Soros money, Jeffrey Katzenberg money, he's the big Hollywood mogul, and a bunch of others. All right, Bezos backing away because the Washington Post is collapsing, but those kinds of people. On the other side, Musk is now a red guy. But at that level, the amount of money that they generate into our political system is scandalous. I think the Congress is going to have to take a look at that. Hollywood. The propaganda coming out of Hollywood on both TV and in the movies, stunning. You don't toe the line, you don't work. Forget about the 1950s blacklist in Hollywood. Forget about that. What they do now makes that look like the Girl Scout meeting. So you better toe that line out there. And so the culture pushing us, music too. And finally, the television news media and the newspapers, but TV is the big consumer now, although it's fallen apart, and we're going to do a segment on it in a couple of minutes. You got big money, you got Hollywood, you got television and newspaper reporting, so-called, all lined up with the progressives. They still have power. Okay? And that's the memo. 1 in 3 Americans suffer from an overworked liver. It affects your weight, energy, clear thinking, and sleep. Our livers get bombed with GMOs, sugars, toxins, fluoride, and more. If you feel sluggish, can't seem to get rid of those extra pounds, try Liver Health Formula, and you'll see its benefits. This supplement has 11 clinically proven botanicals to support and detoxify your liver. Here's what Stephanie has to say about it, quote, I had liver issues. I researched and started taking this supplement. 6 months later, my doctor was amazed. I lost 20 pounds. My liver is healthier and I cut sugar and carbs. Now, your results may vary from Mary's, but you should try Liver Health Formula. You can receive a 1-month supply free of omega-3s if you get the liver supplement. So visit getliverhelp.com/Bill and claim your free bonus gift today. Let's go to the mail. We got Brian Kaser, South Bend, Indiana, home of Pete Buttigieg, my favorite guy. With Matt Gaetz resigning his House seat and withdrawing for a nomination of Attorney General, is it possible for him to be appointed senator by Governor DeSantis to replace Marco Rubio? Sure, but that's not going to happen. Nobody's going to touch Gaetz right now. However, Matt Gaetz himself may run for governor of Florida. Keep your eye on that. Phil on a message board, St. George, Utah. Bill, the Trump charges were dismissed without prejudice. What does that mean? It means they can come back. If a judge dismisses charges with prejudice, case is done forever. Without, they can reformulate. They won't. Not going to happen, but they could. Ralph Bean, LaPlace, Louisiana. Now that the election interference lawsuit against Donald Trump has been dropped, is there a way for the president-elect to recover legal fees? Only if the judge says, here's your legal fees. That's the only way. Up to the judge. Shelley, on the message board. I agree with your assessment of 3 that are still going to be challenged by the Senate. But I think Bobby Kennedy Jr. will be confirmed. Godspeed to him. RFK Jr. is going to have a very hard time in front of the Senate. Extremely hard time. Tulsi Gabbard might get through. Okay? I can't see RFK Jr. getting it with all the conspiracy stuff, Shelley. Boy, they're going to hammer him. Boom. Hegseth depends. Depends. But of all 3, I think Kennedy is the one in most jeopardy right now. Debbie Cohn, San Marcos, California. Absolutely love the No Spin News. I've read several conflicting reports about how much money Biden gave away at the most recent Global World Summit. Biden gave nothing away. He pledged the money. But what do you think Donald Trump is going to do with that pledge? Don't believe the news media, okay? It's just ridiculous. Dory Mowry, Franklin, Indiana, just want to send you a message, tell you how much I enjoy your books, Bill. I've read every killing book you have written. Love the history, and your knowledge of historical people is phenomenal. Well, Dory, you've read every one, and I want to put other people in your stead. So we have all 13, okay, killing books, plus Confronting the Presidents in one bundle on BillO'Reilly.com's Christmas store. 14 separate gifts, or you build a major library yourself. Fabulous. I'm really glad I thought of that. We got the United States of Trump. If you buy this book, and if you care about Trump, you want to read it, you get a free Not Woke bumper sticker. And on that vein, we've got packs of 5 Not Woke bumper stickers. We got the Not Woke t-shirts, polos, mugs, fastest selling items we've ever had. Not Woke, a lot of fun. Every time I wear mine, people go, where'd you get that? Where can I get one? BillO'Reilly.com. Messy word of the day, do not be morose. M-O-R-O-S-E. When writing to me, Bill at BillO'Reilly.com. Back with the final thought in a moment. Hey, Bill O'Reilly here. America is at a breaking point. Record inflation, interest rates, debt. The last thing we need is more reckless government spending and higher taxes, and they could happen. But a Harris presidency could bring us into that zone, plus a hit to your retirement savings. So protect your savings with American Hartford Gold. They'll help you secure your retirement by diversifying with physical gold and silver. Start with a simple phone call. They'll guide you through the process, even deliver gold and silver right to your door, or place it directly in your IRA or 401k. Don't wait. These safe haven assets can protect you in an economic crisis. Call or text American Hartford Gold today. Tell them O'Reilly sent you to get up to $15,000 of free silver on qualifying orders. Call 866-501-5201. That's 866-501-5201. Or text Bill to 65532. Again, 866-501-5201. Or text Bill to 65532. America's strength isn't just built, it's worn. For those who put in the hours and get things done, G-Defy shoes are made for you. G-Defy's patented Verso Shock technology literally engineers comfort. Every step you take, G-Defy shoes align your body, improve your posture, and absorb harmful shocks from the ground up. With trampoline-like energy, they are designed for hard workers, parents, and those who stand tall regardless. With Verso Shock technology that absorbs shock, reduces pain, lessens fatigue, G-Defies our commitment to American innovation. Look, America was built on hard work. We all know that. Determination, resilience, and so were G-Defy shoes. So please go to gdefy.com. Use code BILL for $20 off your pair of shoes. Strong foundations start with solid steps, so visit gdefy.com. Use code BILL for $20 off all orders over 100. G-Defy, built for the backbone of America, built for you. All right, final thought. My Thanksgiving week is well underway. I went to the Islanders game last night, played the Detroit Red Wings. Islanders lost. They've gotten off to a very shaky start, but we have faith. But I was there in the arena, and everybody's very nice and posing for pictures. And everybody, one guy came up and said, "Didn't you play hockey at Chaminade High School?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm a hockey player." And he looked at me and he goes, "Well, I would really like to see, do you have a picture?" And I go, "Yeah, I have a picture." Put it on up on the radio. There I am, 1967, O'Reilly shooting. And I played defense because they needed some beef on the back line for the weaker teams. And then I played goalie for the stronger teams. And we were good. We were good. Notice no helmet. No helmet. In 1967, high school hockey, college hockey, pro hockey, no helmets. Luckily, I didn't get any scars. It was tough. But I thought you might enjoy seeing a little bit of my youth. Okay, I want everybody to have a great Thanksgiving. We're going to be off tomorrow. We'll be back on Monday. I'll have a column on Sunday for you. just relax. Please do me a favor. I want everybody to relax, have fun, no politics. And if it comes up, be funny. Be funny. And then go to BillO'Reilly.com, get all the not woke gear and do all that. Have fun. Fun. Let's bring it all down. All right. And then we'll start it up again on Monday. Thank you very much for watching and listening on our radio affiliates all across the country to the No Spin News. Happy Thanksgiving. Thank you for watching the No Spin News. To watch the full episode anytime on BillO'Reilly.com, please sign up to become a premium or concierge member. Visit BillO'Reilly.com to sign up and start watching today.